Welcome everybody, welcome back. We are going to be doing the Demon of Mount Hiei. So we're going to get some Anya Mage stuff here. Mount Hiei lies to the northeast of Kyoto. For many years, it has served as a barrier to keep fiends and curses out of the capital. Now the magical barrier is on the verge of collapse, thanks to the spikes Kelly has been planting. We must make our way there at once. So looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Kodamas in this mission. Mount Hiei was once a place of worship and a powerful military base. In 1571, Oda Nobunaga had it burned to the ground, followed by the beheading of every surviving man, woman, and child. Oda was... yeah. That's a warlord if I ever heard one. No mercy. Okay, so there's a few things that are going to happen in this that we haven't encountered before. So we're going to get new enemy types. So we might as well rest at the shrine. And then we're going to do a quick search. I have not been keeping up with my inventory management. No Kodamas. But I definitely should. So first off, these crystals here are Amrita crystals. You saw I got Amrita down at the bottom, right there. So I just do that, I hit the shrine. Oh look, the crystal's back. This is pretty much free Amrita. If you want to stay here and farm safely and easily, by all means, just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and you will safely farm Amrita and you'll level up and you won't have to fight anything. You'll get comfortable enough to do the level. So here's a fox, a sacred fox. It's a fox yokai, I think, but... so those guys actually can be quite a pain. But as you can see, these crystals are everywhere. You can go hit all the crystals, go hit the shrine, and then you're set. It's free Amrita over and over. So as you can see, there's a place down here we can go. We can go forward there. There's a place behind us we can go. There's a treasure over here. There are, as you can see, I just pressed R3. There's people hiding here. So watch out for ambushes. Perhaps that was too aggressive of a throw, but... now, this level is going to have a lot of flashing in it. Not intense flashing, but it's going to have enough that it might affect somebody. So I have not been down here yet, and I might want to come back to this. So I recommend, if you have signpost talismans, now's a great chance to use them. Let's see, where is a signpost? I have 24 of them. There it is. It's like, hey, I'm over here. So, giant crystal here. See, it has a health bar. It does heal itself. Giant hole in the ground. You can fall in this hole. Be careful. This is a shortcut over here. Of course, you can't open it from this side. If you break that crystal, I believe it kills the yokai it is bound to immediately. We're going to level up. Because we don't want to lose our Amrita, right? Same thing, we're going to be leveling dexterity. Crystals are back. They even dropped me a small spirit stone. How nice of them. The guy's gone. Once the crystal's gone, he's gone. Now I'm going to check for Kodamas in the area because this area seems safe now. Be careful not to fall down this hole. You can get ambushed really easy. Is that a Kodama? Yep, there he is, see ya. So he's, when going forward, we'll have to remember there's a Kodama right there. I recommend locking your weapons. That's how I've been switching between those two so fast and not messing it up. Once you're here, you can remove the talisman. You do not get it back. But this is just kind of like, hey, I need to come back here, or hey, I've been here. I guess your equivalent would be your prism stones in Dark Souls. Maybe. So, you don't get them back, but you know where you've been. Seems pretty chill in here. Nice, it seems. I didn't say it was. Oh, you never want to see that. You definitely don't want to see battery is running low. Nice Kayakudama. So let me just plug in my controller really quick. That one should be done charging anyway. Then there we go. It is plugged onto the charger. But yeah, as you can see, we there are enemies down here. So I'm going to put my throwing stuff back on. So this is a new enemy type also. You see the Spirit Fox, and there's an Amyo Mage. So Amyo Mages can mess you up. Royally, in fact. Especially if there's more than one. So the fox also can mess you up. See how fast this thing is? There's a treasure around here. I sense a treasure. Is there treasure around here? There is. I know, I'm just being silly now. There's a Kodama down here. That's... Hello. There's a Kodama. Yeah, there you are. You're up above me. So the crystal we popped, there's the hole in the ground right here. So if you fall down that by accident, you're getting ambushed by 3 Amyo Mages. So, like I said, don't fight 3-on-1, fight 1-on-1. So, yeah, there is a Kodama around. And he's up above, he has to be. So you're wondering how to get that treasure. Nurakube's blend in with walls incredibly well. Let's see if anybody died to him for his yellow behavior, his neutral. Thanks, buddy. And that's how you get the treasure. So that one took me forever to discover. But yeah, Nurakupe everywhere. So now we can just get out of here. This is our shortcut. And we have explored the underground of this section. So right here, that's where our crystal was with our giant dude. So, as you recall, there is a Kodama over here. That's the one we keep seeing with our Kodama sense. I almost don't mind keeping that on. Just so we know where Kodamas are. A few items that way. Of course, progression is going to be this way. Up those steps. But yeah, that's where the 3 Amya Mage ambush was. So here is progression, and this really splits off into multiple paths all the time. So you want to really be aware of stuff, or otherwise you could miss. Could miss out on some good stuff. But as you can see, there's another shrine right here, so we are in luck. We get to refill our ninjutsu tools, and we don't have to re-kill enemies. I mean, that's just an easy farm right there. I mean, that's for your Amrita, right? And you maybe take out this dude, and easy going. So there are enemies. Like there is one right here. There's a dweller that is all too happy to throw either Kyaku Damas or Heroku Damas at us. So that guy's gone, right? Easy. So you can either kill him and go straight through, or you can take the long way around and avoid him. There is some treasure up here. Let's say that there's actually a spider up here, but there might not be. I think there's 2 guys in here. Oh yeah, there's a... Okay, will you wait down there for me? Good dweller. I thought he saw me for a second. But yeah, there's one treasure here. And then one treasure here. Moment Talisman's cool. It takes you back to the last shrine you used, I believe. At least I think. I'll double check that for you guys. Moment Talisman. Oh no, summons your guardian spirit to attack. Okay. Travel Amulet is the one that takes you back to got the hand cannon. I don't think I have any arrows, but I have a hand cannon. You see it killed both of those yokai by taking out the crystal. But that does mean there's another underground section. Kodama in the shack, I believe. Or at least he's right underneath us. You can see there's a way to get down to the underground. There's a kappa. We're gonna chase this kappa down. Just look for treasure, nice and calm and easy. So I can't go in here. There is a Kodama right here. And now we can either drop down into the underground, and you can see a giant yokai right there. And you can hope for the best, or we can go down this way. And you can already see there is an ambush on the other side of the ladder, but that's fine. So. Alright, we got rifle ammo. That's awesome. We needed some of that. See, isn't it easier to ambush? Okay, so right here, we're gonna go in the upper path first. You can see there is a yokai right here. There's a guy you can fight. Oh no. Thank you, unlimited ninjutsu. We'll hit that in a second. Hey, it's a big guy. What were you guarding? Lightning Omamori charm. Alright, well, there was a underground with a Kodama. So we're obviously going to go that way. And get that Kodama, right? We're not going to leave him. But this is progression right here. So I am going to use a signpost talisman. Right here. Okay. Treasure over here. Better be worth it. Better be worth it, huh? Amrita Fiend. Like, watch where you're swinging that thing. You could have hit me. Oh, was that the idea? Alright, there is our little cute Kodama. And now we can proceed. At least I don't think you get these back, so let's add this to my favorites. That way I don't have to keep looking for it. So actually, so I have 23. So if I remove this one, do I get 24? Are they reusable is what I get 23, so they are not reusable. Okay. I could have swore there was a favorites menu. Okay, never mind. I guess there's not. Could have swore there was a favorites menu, but so that's got to be above ground. There is a. That's got to be behind that shack. I feel like I should go and try to explore that again while all the enemies are dead. Yeah, let's do that really quick. There's really only one way to go. So hopefully I shouldn't get lost. That Kodama's gone. No, I guess that was what it was pointing us to, was he was in this corner. Okay. Moving on then. Sorry about that. That's a dead end. I need to go this way. So, a few ambushes along the way, but nothing we couldn't handle, right? And our shrine, our beautiful shrine. And we don't want to walk around with all this Amrita, do we? Almost had 100,000. So there's a Kodama over here. There actually is. I can see him right here. So, side path over there. You can destroy the crystal. That'll destroy this dude. That's progression there. This is a side path. There's two side paths, actually. One has a Tengu, which could be terrifying. actually, but I think we'll be okay. Ah. There we go. I guess I should have my slow talisman out in case I do run into Tengu. He's got to be on this side then. So here is our Kodama. So ironically, we've already been here. But that path just loops around. I don't know if that actually opens up, or I just missed it. But I could have sworn there was a Tengu here. There is a treasure here. Okay, that unlimited ninjutsu is coming in handy. There's also a sneak around path over here. Get my rifle out. So right here, you can see the back of a temple. Right over here, actually. There's a dweller. He's ready to throw stuff at us. Where? Ah, there you are. We better heal. What do you think? Roll around to get that fire. Okay, so we got him, and there's a ladder here. So where are we now? We're on the front of the temple thingy. Why did we want to be here, though? Well, that's an easy question to answer, actually. Because there's the crystal. But there's also this dude. So as you can see, Amrita Fiend, big guy. So if you don't want any bit of that, they're gone now. So they're not going to be back. So there should be some enemies stealthily hiding for us. Right around here, actually. But you can fall into that one as well. There's another underground section. But this is progression here. So I am just going to drop down and... Yep, Nioh. Oh, you... As you can see... As you can see, it was an ambush, but I was going to show you it's an ambush. So... There's a ladder over here, I believe. Or a coupe. What'd you die of? Neutral behavior. Fine then, fine. No. That little shortcut. And we pick this ladder down, and look, there's our shrine right there. Pretty cool, right? So a little ambush never hurt. I mean, it could be unexpected, but... So, see, here's a ladder. That's... yeah, that's a Nioh. But basically, we just walked up this slope by doing that. We bypassed some enemies. But yeah, there is a shrine up there. Don't worry, we'll go get it. I think there's a trophy for taking out that Nioh. Actually. But yeah, this is where the paths get a little bit blending together. I think this can only be opened from that side, yes. Okay. So... there's a few things in here still. Another ladder up here. Those are treasures in there. This is a shortcut though, so... as you can see, this is, that's the end of the level, and we just bypassed a whole bunch of enemies, including Emerita Fiends and stuff like that. So this next room can kill you really easily. So the question is, how bad do you want the treasure? So you can do a quick change scroll if you want, but you really want the treasure that bad? It's just that fighting that guy in such close quarters. And then there's a giant treasure over here. So we can skip that ambush here as well. That I think you have to fall down a certain thing to get. I think that's actually if you fall down the crystal for that Nioh over there, and you can drop down into that room. But basically, you can kill the Nioh really easily. So we can just walk up this. I'm gonna go hit the shrine first, and then we'll just super scroll up and walk up here. So shrine's right here. not enough to level up, but we could check actually, because we can use these. That's 2,000. That's 500. But yeah, don't forget to use your souls, or your soul stones, I should say. Soul stones, spirit stone. It's basically a smaller soul stone. So yeah, I'm just gonna sneak on past everything and roll up on Nioh. Nioh is gonna be very flashy. I can't help that. He is a lightning deity. But if you can hit him with slow and then pelt him with the rest of the stuff, I think you'll be just fine. But yeah, Nioh, not a joke. So, ready? Got him. So that Nioh does not respawn, but you see there is a trophy for that. There is a few enemies up here. Oh, nice. But yeah, a lot of people die fighting that thing. There is a dude over here. There's a hot spring over there as well. But unfortunately, the pathing is pretty good on these guys. But there's a hot spring over there on the other side as well. You can see, just kind of work around this and hot spring. And then you can see that there was a spirit fiend plus a fox, and we can just sneak behind and pop out over there. I don't sense any more Kodamas, so we are going to put our max damage back on with our throwing weapon damage. But this crystal also breaks, and that's how you get into the room that is locked with the very ornate doors. But I like that they drop spirit stones. Super scroll up, just in case it is an ambush. So let's go open those giant doors. Okay, we got a shinobi box. That's always handy. And then here's the treasure. So that is pretty much all of the level explored. So as to not confuse ourselves, let's just go out this door. Or this ladder, I guess. There is your hot spring right there. We're going to hit the shrine, we're going to sneak around, and then we are going to show you a crazy strong boss. Free Amrita. I love it. So I'm going to pop a bunch of soul stones and stuff. That's enough for a level. All right. So, free Amrita. But yeah, that's a great method of farming safely. It's just breaking the crystals, resting, breaking the crystals, resting, taking out smaller enemies. So obviously Nioh's not there anymore, but we're going... I'm just gonna sneak past these dudes. I don't think they can see us, but... At least I hope not. We are about to find out, huh? This will just lightly hold the left stick and then walk in between these guys toward the crystal. Oh, he can see me. Okay, I'm just gonna go down this ladder then and de-aggro them. See, the fox is down there, but... Yep. And the big guy is gone. Sometimes you will get spotted, but I mean, that's okay. So there might actually be a Kodama around here. There is a dweller right there, by the way. Yeah, there's a Kodama. Okay. Yeah, there's a Kodama. Okay. So that's all of them. So this guy actually is somebody we know. And you may have become attached to them, and now we have to fight them. But after a shortcut scene, I am going to use a quick change scroll and then immediately try to apply slow, and then weakness, and then light them up. So let me take this off for a crazy cool cutscene. And let's do this. This guy is fast. And I mean fast. Oh yeah. And he's powerful. See, I got killed right there.
しみでない。魂は巡り巡る。人の世の戦乱と太平のようにの。太平の世、再び巡り合うことがあれば見せたいものじゃ。
But even though we did die, that's why the quick change scroll is so good, because it does revive you at half health, and it gives you another chance to finish the fight. And some enemies are just that strong. I mean, you never know. So I like to have one on hand just in case. There's enemies that are incredibly fast and hard to deal with, and that really helps with that. So you're like, oh, I can do this, and then you just take all that damage, and you're like, oh, I was so close. If only I had... It's like, wait a minute. Once we slowed him down and weakened him, we could deal with the tiger. But he sacrificed himself to seal away the bad spirits. So let's talk to these guys before we move on.
太平の世のためにその身を挺し申した。節操も微力ながら力添えいたしましょう。
Thank you.
これで今日の都はひとまず安泰でしょう。しかしケリーとやらが家康様を狙うと申していたのが気がかりです。
All right. But we got him first try. I always like to see that. But we're gonna get Nekomata as a spirit, actually. Let me plug this in real quick. I'm sorry I let Kelly get away. There was nothing I could do against the strange magic of his. If he is after Lord Iezu's life, we haven't a moment to waste. We must reach Lord Iezu before he does. On a different note, I feel a deep sense of unease. Perhaps I'm imagining things, but even my cat seems out of sorts. Alright, so we unlocked the Twilight mission, the best and the worst, and we unlocked some side missions. Greater Demon Hunting, the Missing Catalog. We can proceed to the next area. Let's go ahead and proceed to the next area in this episode, and then I will come back and I will do these side missions.
Mototada 殿は我らにケリーめから家康様をお守りするよう命じられた。殿のおられる駿河へはわしら忍びだけが知る早道がある。我が父祖の地である伊賀を越えて参ろう。ウィリアムよ、ケリーを追わねばならぬはお主とて同じ。共に家康様のもとへ急ごうぞ。
So this is my favorite region because this is Hanzo's home, the land of the ninjas. And you can see right here the Iga escape. So that's the Iga clan. We of course can go back, but we're going. This is the region that I can power level in like nothing else, and I mean power level. And I will definitely show you guys that. But I will definitely do these two. I'll probably do Kaido armor. That's different. But I will probably do these two tomorrow. And then I will move on and do the 3 souls. And then we'll probably do the Iga escape.